OTF Jam says Lil Durk had an OTF meeting where he said if motherfuckers catch Quando or Tim, they gonna be straight. Like, what all are they alleging you did? What do they know you did?
I feel like if he did something, he wouldn't be coming. But then again, though, he could be playing the mind game on a nigga. You see why I say he could be like that? He could be playing the mind game and he could be coming. But he did something, but it's fucking their head up. It's your boy T. Motherfucking J. Back in this thing. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all could see we got Innocent is 1090 Jake in the building. You feel me? T motherfucking J in the building. It's going down. Let's get a little serious. Let me dissect the video for you guys. This motherfucker OTF jammed and told. This nigga's a snitch. He done testified. He done testified. Man, let's get into the video. Let's see what's going on. Don't mind the hair. Do not mind the hair. I feel like brushing my shit. But let's get it, man, and let's go.
OTF Jam has now testified. A whole bunch of information has come out, and we're going to be breaking down bit by bit how detrimental this is going to be against Lil Durk. Now, mind you, Durk's lawyers haven't cross-examined. They haven't gotten to get on him yet. I can't imagine Jam is the most intelligent person in the world. So you don't necessarily want to see the lawyer go too hard on him because it's going to make the lawyers seem a bit too aggressive. But keep in mind, the defense hasn't gotten their turn. This is all just the prosecutors letting their star witness shine. That sound good? You gotta put that movie face on? Yeah. All right, so we all saw this hit earlier, right? OTF Jam was on the stand testifying against Lil Durk, and the reactions went crazy. But this, posted by the homie Remo, is a little bit of a breakdown of some of what was talked about. OTF Jam says Lil Durk had an OTF meeting where he said if motherfuckers catch Quando or Tim, they gonna be straight. OTF Jam, also known as Casey Hester, continued testifying about his involvement in the murder of Lil Pab. Jam said he and ASA Houston traveled to Hooters before landing in San Diego to wait for the rest of the group. Motherfuckers chose Hooters. Before we go on a hit, we're gonna go to Hooters just to get our mind right.
Yeah, we're gonna get that booty.
Titties and blood. We gonna see some booty and some titties. He testified Booney called him and informed him of the plan to kill Quando Rondo, and he alleged Durk was on a separate phone during this time and his voice could be heard in the distance. Jam.
We got evidence of any of this though. Like they don't need to have evidence, but he need to have some evidence. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't want Lil Durk to go to jail. Shit, I'll put it like that. I don't want this nigga to go to jail. I really don't. But damn, bro, if you doing shit like this, bro, damn. You feel me? It's one of those, like, damn. You feel me? Like, you got too much going on, bro. You just finna get locked
testified,
the fuck up.
He was told Durk did not want anyone coming to Los Angeles to contact him. Jam testified Durk was on FaceTime with Wilson, also Didi, when the group took a van from San Diego to Los Angeles. Wilson allegedly referred to the group, according to Jam, as Navy SEALs while speaking with Durk.
Nigga, Navy SEALs, he in the water like that. He getting busy like that. They call that nigga Navy SEALs because he gonna get out there and kill Osama bin Laden. It hit different. He
That's
playing
a crazy
different type
right
of game.
Bro's got a van full of killers, calling them the Navy SEALs. They're gonna pop out and
nigga, they outside.
Pop out and literally do what they said they were gonna do. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. They bounced out with a switch,
they
let it rip.
Outside, bro. Straight
and
up.
Pab got hit. He testified that a weed dealer connected to Quando Rondo informed Booney that Rondo would be in Los Angeles and purchasing weed. That's crazy. That's crazy. And this is why I don't like taking pictures with people. I don't like because people will want to interact with you. They'll want a picture with you. They'll fake kick it with you. And then they'll jump on the internet and do some whole other shit. Or in this case, they'll sell you weed and y'all thinking y'all cool. And the whole time they're trying to drop your low to their favorite rapper. You weren't.
It goes in all types of ways. That's why you gotta watch your back and watch what you do. You feel me? You can't give locations out. You can't do shit. That's why Fulio got killed. You feel me? You gotta be on your toes out here. Be on your toes, bro. Straight up. You can't be out here like you just willy-nilly type of nigga. And then Durk, bro. You's a rapper, bro. You's a multi-millionaire. You gotta lock in, bro. You was too smart. You was smart to get the M's. You gotta be smart to stay out on the streets. The street nigga shit. That ain't it no more. You're a rapper. You're the first somebody looking at. You feel me? They not looking at Jam, Jelly, and all these other niggas. They looking at you. They looking at what you finna do. You feel me? So if something happens, it got to do with you. Even if you ain't do it, it got to do with you because you the leader of the pack. That's how they look at it. Even if you're not the leader of the pack, you the leader of the pack in the public eyes. So you got to have this shit going, bro. For real.
Even their favorite rapper. You were just the one that was willing to pay for the weed. You're buying off dude and he's trying to drop your low to his favorite rapper. That's crazy. The plan, according to Jam, was to shoot Rondo at his hotel while he was coming out to get the weed. Holy shit. Now, the first thing that I was ever told, my first time going to LA was for a No Jumper interview. No Jumper isn't in LA. I believe it was in Burbank.
Okay.
But the first thing I was told about LA is do not stay at the hotels. The people that work in the hotels will get you nailed. They will line you up because while they might have on whatever uniform they got to have on, the second you go in there, they see you got jewelry, whatever, they're making calls to whoever they know from the neighborhood. They're trying to line you up and get you smacked. Realistically, that's just how the shit goes. And we've seen in separate cases, things pop off at the hotels. This isn't nothing new. You know what I mean? So the fact that they planned it with this weed dealer, I'm surprised that the feds don't find out who the weed dealer is because he's essentially lining up the murder. Yeah. I'm gonna have him come out when he comes out to get the weed. But you know what I'm saying? If I'm interpreting this correctly, because what else did he think was gonna happen? Yeah, y'all are just gonna be in the car behind my car. I'm gonna tell him to come out and get the weed, and then what? They're gonna bang him out, and then I mean, shit, they might have shot the weed guy too. The way these motherfuckers,
they might hit that nigga up. Shit, they hit Lil Pad, but they didn't even mean to hit Lil Pad. They hit the wrong nigga.
Motherfuckers rolling, we don't know. When Rondo and others came outside on the night of August 18th, Jam testified that the area was too hot with a lot of police activity. The plan was abandoned until the next day. Jam testified. His testimony ended at the hotel where the group stayed.
I want to see the recording of this nigga talking though. I want to see that
for the night. His testimony for the prosecution will continue tomorrow. Defense will have the chance to cross-examine the witness. Now, Ross would clarify Jam was at an OTF meeting. Durk said if motherfuckers catch Quando or Tim, they're gonna be straight. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Someone in the room said half a ticket or $1 million. And Durk just said whatever. Motherfuckers gonna be straight. They won't have to worry about nothing. Now, I wonder if the verbiage in that, right? Because they're straight up asking, what are we gonna get? $500,000, $1 million? These are like John Wick numbers, like fucking insane, right? But he's saying, y'all gonna be straight. Whatever. Y'all gonna be straight. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. He's not really putting a price tag on anything, right?
He's not.
So I wonder if that's gonna work in his favor if he allegedly said this. And
for real, because his lawyer could fight how he say whatever. Y'all saying that he paying y'all to do it, but y'all not saying he gonna give you this or that. So how is he paying you to do something when you just said he said whatever? He never said that he was gonna pay you anything at all. What is to be straight? What does that mean? Does that mean like y'all not going to jail? Like what do it mean if your lawyer fees gonna be covered? Like you can't say my defendant, my client, you can't say he was trying to pay to get this nigga hit. When the nigga got hit, he never said he was gonna give money into anybody. He said y'all gonna be straight. Maybe like the lawyer gonna be cool. You feel me? He probably okay with him getting hit. but he's not paying to get nobody hit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's so many ways that they could play it.
Again, this is just coming out of Jam's mouth. It's not like it's text or a recorded call or anything like that. But it's still pretty crazy to hear. And the fact that Rondo is free, he's out of the feds. I think he's in like a halfway house, but I mean, he can get on the internet like anybody else. He might even be on Kick right now. You know what I'm saying? And Rondo's gonna read this and literally think about that night. Like, damn, I had a funny feeling about that weed, dude. Da 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 da. Because he came out and he bought it. The plan went through. The only thing that didn't happen was Jam didn't jump out and kill him because there was too many people.
What? I didn't know he actually bought the weed. I must have missed something. This nigga came and bought the weed, so the plan went through. It was too many police, so I ain't gonna hop out on them right now. But you came outside and just got, bro, you about got clapped for some tree, nigga. Damn! Jim about hitting with that jelly. It ain't funny. Hey, bro, I don't condone no violence, but I'm just saying though, the plan went through. It just ain't go through with the 5% that he had to do. It was close, but it was too many people outside. Ooh-wee. Quando Rondo, niggas. See, this why I say y'all niggas need to watch y'all back. Y'all be doing some goofy ass shit
Outside of the hotel.
I'm not getting no weed from nobody. I'm the rapper, nigga. I'm not getting no weed. They want me. They don't want y'all. I'm not getting anything. Nigga, go out there and go grab this tree for me. I'm not going out there. I know. I'm not going anywhere, nigga. I'm staying in his house. I'm staying in his Airbnb.
That's some crazy testimony right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Straight up.
Now, Duty Low, who can be seen here basically at the courthouse, Duty Low gets brought up in this case. And it's getting kind of spooky, in my opinion. OTF Duty Low allegedly identified as co-conspirator Fore after rumors claim Cali rapper Brick Baby held the role in Lil Durk's murder for hire trial. Now, Brick Baby got interviewed, and I think he said some crazy shit like, "Oh, he should have hit me up because I would have lined up Quando," or some crazy fucking shit, right?
Crazy as hell for that.
But Duty Low has been identified as co-conspirator number 4. Remo popped that off, and to be named in this case, but to also be showing up doing the Free Durk rally and all that, it just doesn't seem like it's the smartest thing to do.
But do he got something to do with it? I don't think Duty Low do.
Because it's like, what all are they alleging you did? What do they know you did?
I feel like if he did something, he wouldn't be coming. But then again, though, he could be playing the mind game on a nigga. You see why I say he could be like that? He could be playing the mind game and he could be coming. But he did something, but it's fucking their head up. But then again, though, you can't say that because it's all alleged.
Even though he's not in the indictment, like technically he's not indicted. I don't know. I just feel like that's walking a thin line.
Damn,
like I wouldn't be too comfortable with that. But my boy Ross is crashing out. And Ross has been crashing the fuck out. Y'all see my comment right here. Can I like my own comment? That's mad corny. I'm gonna take that back. I just want to see if I could. But my boy Ross, he got ran up on by a prankster with some meta glasses telling him to stop doing the police work and say Free Durk, whatever, right? And then a Muslim man approached him telling him to correct what he said about Durk was blaming everything on fucking Vonnie. And Ross held it down and was like, nah, I'm not correcting nothing. That's what the court said. And then today, or yesterday, depending on what time you're watching this, because we're live streaming on Kick right now. Kick it with me. Today, he got ran down on by Lil Durk's PR woman who basically snapped on him and told him to delete a tweet and all this extra crazy shit. But now he's going at every fucking body. So Trap Lil Ross just said, I got snitched on and harassed out of Durk's trial. He got cooked and they're big mad threatening me. Let me unmute that real quick.
Alright, so I'm outside the court. We got the Free Durk Brigade right here. Alright, they doing their thing. You see what they got going on, man. They see what you got going on. Okay, so you know what's funny? It wasn't just Durk that got snitched on today. They were snitching on me too. A bunch of people lied and said that I was wearing Meta glasses in the courtroom when I wasn't. They tried to remove me. They questioned me, but they saw that I was not wearing Meta glasses. So it seems like Durk supporters might be bigger snitches than they're letting on. So I don't know if any of these folks here are snitches, but I just saw
they want to beat his ass. This shit crazy.
I just saw Jam's testimony, people talking about I'm the police, but I just...
Yeah, I like how they get quiet when the camera's not on them. When he turns, they all boot up. And when he turns away, they're all like, shh.
Hey, I like that shit too.
The biggest cooperator
they do get
in
quiet.
this case, reporting and giving his opinion on a whole bunch of crazy things. So they got all this energy for me. I ain't heard nobody mention Jam once yet. I ain't heard nobody mention nothing about Jam.
Man, he's standing on fucking business.
He is.
He's flat out telling them to their face, y'all got something to say about me.
But not
But
Jam.
ain't one of y'all bitch ass, he should have said that. Ain't one of y'all bitch ass
they would have rushed
anything about Jam.
They probably would have rushed his ass.
But y'all got something to say
if
about me.
Said
and
that.
it's corny. I feel like they're picking faces.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, there's a number of factors. Ross isn't the biggest guy. He's from the UK. He's very friendly. He doesn't act like he's hard or anything like that. And I feel like all those people in the crowd are taking advantage. Because if you had the opportunity to run up on Jam and do the same shit and press Jam would shoot you in the fucking face.
Yeah,
and
he would.
Watch you take a deep breath through your forehead. I totally stole that from the Deadpool movie because I watched it last night. But facts though, Jam would 100%
for
shoot
sure
you in
would.
your face if you run up on him talking about he's a snitch. They're just doing it to Ross because Ross is there, but Ross ain't backing down. Bro don't even look worried about it.
He not.
Bro's hanging out. And mind you, he got 2 security guards too, so they really not gonna play with him and get away with it like that. But people are picking and choosing. It's just lame as fuck.
The police outside anyways.
I don't know what Jam got going on. So I've got all of the info about everything that Jam had to say. We got a lot of emotional people out here talking a whole load of nonsense, okay? So it is an absolute mess at the courthouse. They're snitching on me. They're snitching on Durk. It is an absolute disaster out here. I can't believe the state of things out here outside the courthouse. So look, I'm going to give you guys a whole bunch of updates. I'm going to update you on absolutely everything that happened. I've got everything.
Somebody said, fuck your update.
They're trying to hide the truth. They're trying to hide the truth, man. They don't want me to speak the truth. They're going to be pissed when you hear what Jam had to say in the courtroom. It was insane. Jam had a whole lot to say, and these guys are going to be very, very mad and upset when they hear what Jam had to say.
Man, this shit is funny. All right, don't let me... I can't pause it like that. There we go. That's a bit better, right? Do it like... I'll say this.
If I was Durk, I'd be pissed as fuck. Like, nigga, you telling on me, bro? I just did all these things free. That's why you don't do shit for nobody, nigga. That's exactly why.
I fuck with Ross. That's my boy.
Pissed.
I know he got 2 security guards with him. I hope this shit doesn't go sideways and turn to some Chud the Builder type shit and somebody tries to crash out and fucking do something. Because... And you know, I see the chat, you know what Ross is doing is lame. It isn't lame. He's covering the case. How is it lame? It's the same shit I'm doing, except I'm not there. He's covering the case and giving you the information on the case. Whether or not you like the information doesn't fucking matter. That's irrelevant. That means you have a bias. But all he's doing is his fucking job. All the motherfuckers is just fans standing there shouting out their Instagrams and acting like they mad about somebody that doesn't even know they exist. Durk don't know them. He don't know who the fuck they are. So realistically, who looks lamer? The motherfucker doing their job and getting paid being there? Or the motherfuckers that's showing up just so they can dick ride outside of the courtroom and try to press somebody who clearly don't want smoke? Press the people that's testifying.
For real.
The gangsters. Because the ones who's testifying in this case is a murderer. A straight smacker. Press him if you want to press somebody. That's just my opinion. Now, Ross came back to back. I mean, he's got video after video. OTF Jam copped to 3 murders. That's why y'all ain't pressing him. Y'all pressing Ross because Jam copped out the 3 murders.
Jam Jelly been laying up heads all day. I wonder how many he got. You feel me? He got a couple hats. He hit a couple fish fillets. He hit a couple jelly rolls. Jam Jelly outside. He not playing, nigga. Jelly ready to throw the ball. He ain't fucking playing. He ready to shoot anything coming.
To save himself and took the stand against Durk, Didi, and Lindsay.
OTF Jam took the stand today, and it was absolutely wild. There's so many quotables from OTF Jam's testimony, and it was just absolutely insane. Now, what I'm going to say that was very, very interesting is off the rip, OTF Jam said why he was there, what was going on, the conditions of his plea, and he basically confirmed that he was copping to 3 murders as part of his deal. There was a conspiracy to commit murder for hire, an apparent kidnap for murder, and a robbery murder. Now, it was crazy, and he actually touched on one of the murders that he actually did way back in the day that was part of his plea. So obviously one of them is the Durk conspiracy, you know, the murder for hire of Lil Pab, but another one was a 2010 apparent robbery in Racine, Wisconsin. Apparently another black disciple had asked OTF Jam to go with him to rob somebody that his dad had sold drugs with. The older BD basically said that this guy had cheated him out of money, and then they went to rob him. They went into a store with him, they basically locked the door, they put guns to the guy, there was a fight, and Jam was told to shoot the guy. Jam shot him once, and the guy that he was with, the older BD, said, nah, he saw my face, kill him. He saw me. And what did Jam do? Jam said he put the gun to the guy's head and pulled the trigger and executed him on the spot.
Ooh, Jam ready for the bullshit, bro. He stated on all 10, but that shit stupid as hell. Niggas gonna go to jail. And I know he did some more shit. He probably ain't even go to the police about.
He was age 17 at the time. So
man, listen, Jam is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, Jam is. Jam.
However it played out, heat of the moment, whatever, to put your gun to somebody's head and blow that shit out point blank, you gotta be bad. That ain't no regular shit. It's not. That's not like you just blowing your shit down the street and you hit something. That's not, you know, to actually make fucking contact. Like everybody that's watching the stream right now, make your little, you know, your little handgun literally, and put it to your shit and squeeze, and imagine somebody's shit just blowing out the other end and all that fucking jelly and every shit else comes out. Jam did that at 17. That was the first one.
Jam Jelly not playing any games, you feel me? He outside, he ready to throw the ball. Whatever you want to do, he with it. He coming with the bullshit. He's coming straight with the bullshit.
That's a bad motherfucker. Like I said, that's why ain't nobody trying to press Jam. And when the word came out, he was like, man, who the fuck wants smoke? Because he knows what he's capable of. He'll really do it. That's a flat out execution. You put it to somebody's head and boop, push that button and they shit just fucking blows out the side.
Go everywhere, just splat.
That's a bad motherfucker, bro.
All over
I ain't gonna lie. You gotta give it to him for that.
So that's now 2 of Jam's murders that we've had confirmed, but he is probably going to testify later on about a 3rd murder that he did, and I think it could be possible that that's the one that Durk and them actually took him into the bathroom to kind of confront him about, to say, you out here catching even more bodies, you getting the feds on us, you getting every...
And I wonder because Trench's News said that Jam killed FBG Cash, and you know the photos came up.
I believe that one. I really believe that when he took a picture at King Von memorial thing or whatnot up in Chirac, I believe he killed Tim straight in Chicago. No games. Jam Jelly never cared. He don't give a fuck.
Oh, the Cash, he was all stiff and shit. That
he
shit
don't
was fucked
give
up,
a
but
fuck.
it was like right before he got killed, he was taking pictures in front of Old Block at King Von's mural. So he kind of like,
he throwing ball, he get it crack-a-lacky anytime. What the fuck you want to do, nigga? You got a problem with me? Really? All right, what you want to do? We could take it there. We could take it there. That's exactly what Jam Jelly saying. He'd be like, matter of fact, nigga, don't even talk, nigga. Right to your skull. He don't get no fucks. Damn, I know he be going to sleep thinking about that shit, though. I know that should be on his mind.
He asked for that shit, in my opinion. But if it comes out that Jam's the one that smacked him, I mean, this a bad snitch right here. This snitch is killing shit. Another one. OTF Jam pointed out Durk in the courtroom and said he was involved in 100 armed robberies, was so broke he robbed people for food when Duty Low told him to kill Quando. When Duty Low told him to kill Quando, he said he had no choice. Duty Low, the one showing up to court.
But what the fuck?
This is some crazy shit.
He wasn't there though. Like,
took the
it don't
stand.
matter.
He made it very clear. He pointed at Durk, he pointed at Dee Dee, he pointed at Lindsay. He said they was all in on the murder and the conspiracy. They're mad. They're big mad. They're so...
You know what I just read in the chat? Somebody said robbing people for food, laughed my ass off. Yeah, that's kind of retarded, right? Because why don't you just steal the food out of a store? Why are you robbing someone for their food? That's insane.
Mad that Jam took the stand and is cooking Lil Durk. Durk got cooked by Jam. It was such a bad day. People out here trying to act tough like that's something, okay? But it ain't.
I don't know why they out there acting tough though. It's not that serious. It ain't like he ain't doing nothing. He's just talking about the case. I don't know. I feel like they tripping.
It ain't gonna do nothing. It's not gonna help Durk.
I feel like they tripping
Jam.
in a real way.
Durk literally got pointed out. He looked so disappointed. He looked heartbroken. There were moments where Jam was sort of like looked like he was low key like chuckling a little bit, or like they was playing that video of Dee Dee basically where he admitted to being the murder man, and Jam just shook his head and laughed. You think
they
you guys cooked yourselves? You talk about undersnitch.
There's no reason to be out there
they
doing all that.
Back again in the court. I'm not gonna lie. All of these folks out here that say that they love Durk, love Von, they don't love Von as much as I do. I was bopping along to Back Again. It was hard, but unfortunately, there was true facts behind those songs, and Durk got pointed out by Jam. Jam was apparently one of the biggest demons out here. He claimed that he murdered 3 people for the BDs there's a third murder that we don't know about yet that we're going to probably find out about.
This is another crazy situation. Jam wanted to rob Tory Lanez' artist. Durk said, that's the Jam I've been waiting on. And Brian still asked the judge for a mistrial, and the judge said no.
What? That's the Jam I've been waiting on. Hell no. These niggas rolling, though. They rolling. You feel me? Straight killers. Hell
the
no.
testimony that went down when OTF Jam was on the stand, and Durk's crew basically threw a giant tantrum and tried to call a mistrial. The judge wasn't going for it, but it was pretty crazy, and the details are actually nuts. So obviously, when Jam was in jail, he didn't really know Durk like that. He knew him from back in the day from around Lamron. He confirmed that, OTF, Lamron 300, it was all a bunch of gang stuff, and that Durk was involved in it. That was his opinion. I'm going to break that down more in another video. But basically, he said that, Durk started putting money on his books in jail. When he came out, he started showing love. He basically bought him a bunch of clothes. He had his guy that worked with him, Jason, damn near buy him a whole new wardrobe. But what was very interesting was that he started traveling with Durk. He went out to Detroit with Durk. He went out to Miami with Durk. And apparently, this is crazy. Okay, when he was in Miami with Lil Durk, they ended up bumping into Tory Lanez and his crew. Now, apparently, Jam saw one of Tory Lanez' artists that he had, I guess, signed to his label with like a really nice set of chains. He had some nice kit on him.
And as we've just learned, Jam was robbing people for food. So imagine what he's going to do if he sees...
Nigga take you for anything. Nigga take you for the shoes. He said he robbing people for food, nigga. Ooh, nigga, he taking you for whatever he could get. Nigga, you got socks on, that's Gucci, give me those. Nigga, you got an earring, give me those. You got a Cinnabon, you got a Cinnabon, extra cinnamon on the Cinnabon. Nigga, give me that Cinnabon. Oh, you wanna play? Oh, you don't wanna play with me. You do not want to play with me. My heart is good as it is. Then he shoot you in your shit for the Cinnabon, nigga. Oh, he don't give a fuck. He's outside.
Jewelry.
Apparently, after they all linked up, Jam took Durk to one side and basically said to him, hey, look, I'm going to start robbing these guys. And this is exactly what King Von said he was going to do when he got out of jail, and Durk started bringing him around as well. Obviously, Von started rapping and went to the top and then lost his life. But Jam basically said, look, I'm actually just going to start robbing these guys for you. And this was after Von died. And you know what Durk said in response? He didn't say, hey, don't make the block hot. He didn't say, hey, calm it down. Tory's my mans, don't rob his artists. You know what Durk allegedly said to Jam? He said, that's the Jam I've been waiting on, bro. He must have probably been thinking, that's exactly what King Von said to me when I started bringing him around all of these people. It was crazy. So
Lil Durk like being around killers, though. He say it, so.
Apparently, every time that Jam linked up with Lil Durk, OTF Vonnie pulled up and gave him guns. And basically, they said that they were constantly passing Jam guns. And the purpose of that, literally, Jam said, because they knew I was finna use them. They knew that I was the guy that was going to let it blow if it came to it.
And that's major because, again, that's placing everything on Vonnie. Vonnie is the one giving him the guns. As we know, Vonnie is the one that was orchestrating everything. And even Vonnie's dad was the one saying Vonnie set everything up. It wasn't Durk. It had nothing to do with Durk, which is crazy.
I need to get some.
But somebody in here said at this point, after they pressed Trap Lord Ross, he lost.
Man, look at these motherfucking headphones. These bitches chop cheese. They threw. Literally. They literally threw. They getting everywhere. Literally, y'all see that? Y'all probably can't see that shit, but it's black.
All respect for Durk he had. Now he just trolling. It definitely seems like Ross is getting a little bit more ballsy with how he's, you know, communicating. But this is interesting. Duty Low is co-conspirator 4 that gave the killers Quando's location. Jam confirmed it, said Duty didn't tell him he was in Cali to kill Quando until after the flight.
It's official. Duty Low has been confirmed as co-conspirator number 4, and the person who confirmed it was OTF Jam himself. Now, we'd been wondering who was it that gave the location of Quando Rondo in LA to the alleged hitmen, to Durk, to the team, and all of that kind of stuff. Well, what is crazy is that we found out that there was apparently like a crazy conversation after basically like all the hitmen arrived in San Diego. Apparently none of them knew what was going on, but they had an inkling something crazy was going on. And I'm not gonna lie, Durk really put himself in it with some of this stuff. So apparently, okay, all of the hitmen were kind of rounded up for some kind of secret mission. They didn't know what was going on. They all quickly got booked to these flights to San Diego. And apparently when Jam and another one of the hitters basically arrived, they went to a Hooters in San Diego. They got on a FaceTime with Duty Low, who told them that they got the location for Quando Rondo. They got the low from basically like a weed dealer that was going to go and take them some weed, and that they were basically going to trick him into coming outside to pick up weed, and they were going to kill him outside of his hotel. Well, it's confirmed that was Duty Low. Now, not only did we were hearing about Duty Low being in group chats, and I thought, oh, maybe they're going to show some series of messages with Duty Low and other stuff that he had said, but it was Jam that took the stand and said that it was Duty Low that basically told them after they'd arrived in California that they were there on a mission to kill Quando Rondo. And Jam said something really interesting. He said, look, he felt like it was too hot to kill somebody in Los Angeles. He was thinking, there's too many police. I don't know the city. I don't know how to get away.
Looking at the chat, somebody said, only thing is, how is Duty pulling up if he sent the hit initially? Bro, that's what the fuck I'm wondering. They're what I'm wondering. That he's the one that set everything up with the weed right now, so they could nail Quando at the hotel. But he's outside of the courtroom. Free Durk.
This shit
I think they were streaming. He might have been on Kick. I don't know, but it just seems fucking insane.
She's standing tall as fuck right. Oh wait.
What dude is a legend?
Fuck right now.
Because again, this is Jam saying this shit. Jam is saying that Duty Low did all this, and I mean that's some deep shit.
If I get in a high-speed chase, if I get hurt, I don't know where I'm going. This is a bad idea, but he said it was too late. I was already there, and I just went with it. So OTF Jam told the courtroom, he basically said, look, where I'm from, you don't stop nobody killing somebody. That's what gets you killed. They said that they'll think you're police. They'll think that they'll get mad at you if you say that you want to stop a killing happening. But he wasn't really happy about it because he said he didn't consider himself in the Quando beef. He said he wasn't that close with King Von. They spoke a couple of times. And what was crazy is Jam said that way back in the day before he knew Von, he was trying to rizz up King Von's sister.
I think half of Chicago did that, honestly. But anyways, Jam said Durk FaceTimed the killers before the hit. Didi said, here's the Navy SEALs. And Durk told Jam, I think he meant to say, go crazy.
Things in this whole trial today, when OTF Jam was actually on the stand.
Major shout out to Ross, because bro's got the whole fucking scoop. Like, he's literally in there, boots on the ground, getting all this shit.
Writing down everything.
Big shout out to Ross.
He said that there was basically all these frantic phone calls made when they got Quando Rondo's location to a bunch of hitters in Chicago trying to get them on a job. It was Didi and Booney Mo. Apparently Booney Mo was specifically the person that called him and basically asked him about being involved. But he had Lil Durk on a FaceTime call on another phone on speaker. So Jam knew that Durk was there and that he was privy to this call. He overheard Booney Mo saying, "Blood, you there?" on the other line. And then basically, apparently, all right, he didn't have any info about what the hit was going to be. So Jam tried to call Lil Durk directly 2 times. Durk didn't answer. And then Booney called him back and said, hey, Durk doesn't want no one calling his phone that's coming out to LA. He didn't want no contact with anyone that's flying out to LA. So Jam said like he knew something crazy was going on, but he didn't actually know what the details were. He ends up getting flown out to LA, and this absolutely blew my mind. He ends up getting flown out to San Diego, driven to LA. They're in this like Sprinter bus, okay? They stop off at a Hooters in San Diego, and they basically get told on a FaceTime by Duty Low they got Quando Rondo's location, and the whole reason they've been flown out there is to kill him. They're going to trick him and say that somebody's going to come and deliver him some weed at his hotel, and they're going to kill him outside his hotel. But what was crazy is after that, okay, Didi got on FaceTime apparently with Lil Durk in the Sprinter bus, and apparently showed Lil Durk the hitters on FaceTime. Apparently Didi turned his phone to show Durk all of the hitters.
That's pretty fucking crazy to do that. Like, hey, y'all say hi to Durk real quick before y'all go kill Quando. What the fuck?
And said, yeah, you see the Navy SEALs, all right? And then Jam basically gave testimony. They said like, what was your understanding of what he meant? He was saying Navy SEALs, they're guys that go on missions. They're guys that go and kill people. He said that he turned the phone so that Lil Durk could see OTF Jam, and Durk basically told Jam, yeah, go crazy. And Jam slammed the rakes. He threw GDK, and then basically like, you know, threw up the GD sign. He let the court know what that was. And then basically they kept on going to LA. What's even more crazy is they apparently stopped off on the way, and everybody tried to take a picture of the LA skyline, but it was too dark. But the hitmen were really pulling up to the side of the road in the Sprinter after having FaceTimes with Durk, taking pictures of where they were at. They were loving the view. And then they also stopped off at, they said they stopped off at a store. He said, I wasn't sure if it was Target or Walmart, but they basically went there to buy hoodies and gloves, you know, to disguise themselves. They said nobody brought hoodies and gloves with them, so they needed to get them there.
And then apparently after they did the hit and took off the hoodies and gloves, they had on the same sneakers from the murder when they went to another restaurant. I mean, this whole shit sloppy as fuck.
I would just finna say,
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I would just finna say this was a sloppy ass hit. Come on, bro. We gotta be a lot more smarter. Nigga, you don't wanna go to jail, Durk? You don't wanna go to jail? Then all right, bro. Do the hit smarter, my nigga. You should have did it way smarter. What you should have did was got all that in Chicago, because you're going to LA. You should have got it off of a whole nother individual account or whatever the fuck. You feel me? Like one of they girls or some shit. Something. Went, got some gloves and shit. Flew across the country with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? When you get there, you have changing shoes. You don't use credit cards for none of that shit. No OTF credit cards. You don't use no OTF credit cards. You figure out what fucking shit you want to use, but you don't use that. You figure out the car situation that you feel me that you have to. Either way, you find a better way to do this stupid ass shit. Cause this was some stupid shit right here. And if Lil Durk go to jail, it's that nigga fault.
Oh, if something's going down like that and somebody FaceTimes me and they're like, yeah, here's the killers. Why the fuck did you just call me? Abort mission. Cancel everything we just had planned because you just fucked that whole thing up for everybody. Now, this is the picture
right here
that went viral today. This in the bottom left is OTF Jam. The top is the judge. To the right is a whole bunch of feds. And then to the bottom right is a screenshot of a picture, right? And this was taken by somebody at court. So the top right photo, you can see the actual courtroom. Well, this is a computer screen or a TV screen, a monitor.
Throwing up gang signs up in that.
This was taken in the room where they put like all the press and the fans and that. They're not in the actual courtroom. They're in a different room and they get to watch everything on a monitor.
Okay.
Well, somebody took a fucking... What up, chat? What up? Well, somebody took a picture and this shit blew up. This shit was all over the place, and I'd be surprised if they don't lay down some type of restrictions in this case, even possibly not even allowing any more media, any more fans or anything like that, because
they fucked it up.
You know, I don't even know how they fucking pulled this off to begin with. To take a picture like that and be able to post it and the shit goes everywhere is crazy. Now, this woman named Taylor apparently works with LA Magazine, and she's also been covering the case. And 9 hours ago, she said Brian Steele made a point to note that the music video that was allegedly unreleased, Redman, discussed earlier, depicting Durk shooting an individual, was produced by a professional company, to which Farmby agreed. Farmby is one of the FBI agents, and in the music video Redman, Durk can be seen standing over and killing a Quando Rondo lookalike. He asked if Farmby spoke with producers of the video or the record label involved with the video upon his investigation. Farmby said he did not, and said he was unaware of any other investigators speaking with them. Notorious Reese, I appreciate you, bro. Now, here's another highlight from Steele Cross. The most tense moment of Cross was when Steele describes the brutal killing of King Von. He describes Quando Rondo as dragging Von, who is shot, like a piece of trash. Farmby replied, "I don't know Rondo's mindset." Brian Steele countered, saying, "You don't know anyone's mind but your own." The agent said yes. Steele then asked why Leaks charges were dismissed for shooting King Von. Farmby said he believes it was self-defense. Later, Steele made things emotional. He stated he hoped he was not making things personal, but asked if people feel grief when losing someone close to them. Farmby said solemnly, yes. He was not making eye contact at this point. Steele then asked if investigators were taking personal feelings and private conversations that were raw to prove their narrative. Farmby said, I do not believe so. Steele asked if people who are mad and grieving sometimes say and do things they will not later do when given time to process, and the agent said that is possible. Lil Durk update, a lot to unpack from this morning. FBI Special Agent Farmby continued his testimony for the prosecution. Defense Brian Steele had a tense cross. That's basically what we were just reading. Now, while on the stand, OTF Jam has been seemingly reluctant to be there. He frequently shakes his head and puts his head in his hands. He is fidgeting, rocking his chair back and forth. He speaks low, sometimes hesitant. I mean, he's probably just like retarded. You know, he's probably shot out. I mean, if you can be 17 and put a gun to somebody's head and execute them, you probably got something wrong with you. You might not be the most normal person. Probably. Like we saw King Von fucking when he was in court in Atlanta, swinging his chair around, not giving a fuck. Obviously, Von has some loose screws, right? And he was out there nailing shit. Apparently, allegedly killed 7 people. So I don't understand why people have high hopes that they think he's gonna be in there like, yes, ma'am, it was I. It was Little Durk.
It was
I. We did the hit, the execution. I don't think it's gonna be presented like that. I think people are gonna be a little bit off. While watching a video playing of DeAndre Wilson, Jam closed his eyes for a moment and chuckled twice as Wilson joked on camera with other members on an Instagram live. And I believe that's when they were referring to Jam as the murder man. He briefly looked at Wilson when referring to him during testimony, but looked away quickly. Now, India Royal leaving after court wraps up in the 4th day of her husband's trial. Lil Durk has pled not guilty. And again, this is just Durk's wife. And I mean, it's sad because they got kids together, you know, kids that might not ever see their father in the free world ever again. All responsibility for the family is going to fall on her. She's in a very tough position. And unfortunately, that's what comes with the streets. When you make these decisions, you're not thinking about your family. You're not thinking about your kids.
You fuck up everything, bro. He done fucked up a whole bunch of shit doing that nutty ass shit.
Just think about whatever you're thinking about. You know, I'm not gonna say too much because I'm not gonna allege that Durk did the shit. But for even being associated with the wrong
man, I hope he ain't do this dumbass shit. I really do, cause bro, if you get found guilty, nigga, you don't want to get found guilty, bro. You really don't, bro. It's gonna be bad out.
People like a Vonnie. Let's say Vonnie was really the one that did all this shit and just blamed Durk at the end of it. Just the association that Durk had to Vonnie essentially brought him down.
It's gonna fuck him up. It's gonna fuck Lil Durk
more
up.
Interestingly,
it's gonna fuck
the
his
mother of
up.
Lil Pab was actually seen leaving, and fans of Durk yelled after her, to which she flipped off the supporters. One of these women here I don't believe you actually see her flip anyone off in this video. There's another video of her showing up to court, and I think you can see her flip somebody off there. But it's like, what the fuck do you expect? Imagine your son gets killed, and one of the biggest rappers is allegedly behind the shit. And you show up to court where you're gonna see the person who allegedly orchestrated the hit. You're gonna see the person who did the hit.
You're not gonna fuck with them. You're not gonna like them.
Testifying. And you're gonna see all of their fucking fans crowded outside with free Durk shirts. I think it's distasteful to say anything to her, regardless of who she's affiliated, associated, related to. That's somebody's mother. She didn't have anything to do with none of that shit. And she lost her child. And I don't think.
And she lost her child for nothing, cause her child ain't have anything to do with anything. They didn't even come to get Lil Pab. They came to get Quando Rondo. And they really wanted Lil Tim, but we ain't getting Lil Tim right now. We finna go get Quando Rondo. He bigger, he woo. You feel what I'm saying? So when they rode up, you feel me, and Lil Pab got hit, I know allegedly if Lil Durk did it, I know he mad because he really wanted Quando. Quando's still here, Lil Pab not. It's always be the innocent motherfuckers that always get hit. That's why you gotta watch what you do. Lil Pab, he gone now, or something that ain't even had nothing to do with him. He dinner wasn't even near that night that shit happened. It's crazy how stuff go down.
Anybody needs to be making any fucking comments towards her. But that's just my personal opinion. You know, obviously people ain't gonna listen to me because who the fuck am I? Jam would testify he was a leader in the Black Disciples and was known as a shooter, explaining there were roles in the gang. While in prison for 12 years, Jam testified that Durk called him regularly and put money on his book, sometimes $50, $100 to $1,000. Jam said while in prison, people forget about you. I ain't gonna lie, he didn't do that.
So why snitch?
That's even more fucked up, bro, because that means you really did.
Bro, my nigga, you did 12 years. You did 12 years in a pen. You got out and wanted to kill more folks. Are you serious? He looked out for you the whole time. Granted, he looked out for you. You ain't have to get out to kill nobody. You didn't have to. Nobody made him to give you that money for all of those things. You feel what I'm saying? And nobody make him give you $1,000, $100,000. I mean, $100, $50. You ain't make him. He was calling you doing it. Nobody held a gun to your head and said, go kill these motherfuckers. You got in that car and chose to do this stupid ass shit. That's your fault, bro. You should have told him I'm not doing that. Nigga, now you wrapped up in all this bullshit for nothing. For really nothing. It's for something, but for you, it's for nothing because you just said you ain't even know King Von. So you just did some shit for what? For some money. And now you finna go snitch. After a man that looked out for you,
didn't even have a support system.
Nigga,
and Durk is one of the only people fucking with you, actually supporting you and sending you bread. And now you testifying on him. Court has just ended for the day in the trial of Lil Durk. OTF Jam, aka Casey Hester, continued testifying about his involvement in the murder of Lil Pab. Jam said he and da-da-da. I believe we already went through all of this, the attempted murder, all that extraness, right? And of all people, we have YSL Woody giving his thoughts on what he thinks is going to happen in this case. And the reason I wanted to show y'all this is because Brian Steele, who is representing Durk and is cross-examining FBI agents and shit on behalf of Durk, was also the same lawyer that represented Thug. So Woody is one of the few people that actually have experience in getting cross-examined or questioned by a fucking $1 million lawyer. And Woody did phenomenal. If anybody was going to testify against me, I hope it would be fucking Woody, because Woody didn't know nothing. Now, Woody did some snitchery beforehand in the interrogation room, but when he hit that courtroom, he didn't know shit. He didn't know nothing. So it's like, you know.
She said, how old are you? He said, grown. She said, okay, but what age? He said, grown. That nigga funny as hell, bro. That was funny ass shit. I think that's how he got famous or known.
Oh, let me tell y'all how this finna go. Brian Steele, Drew Finney, all them, they gonna attack the credibility of OTF Jam. They gonna ask him why is he cooperating against Durk.
Somebody said he looked like Durk without the dreads. Now I can't unsee it. That's crazy. Look at this.
What is his plea deal? So do he gang anything for what he's doing? Yes, he do. So the jury get to hear that due to the fact that Jam is on the stand saying what he's saying, he have motive to say what he have to say. Now it's up to the defense the way that they attack. Now this is where we see how good these lawyers is. If Brian still the man, this is where he get up there and show his master plan. Brian Still, don't let the people down. Drew Finley, don't let the people down. Y'all the best 2 lawyers in the world right now. Get up, Craig. Cause that boy got Durk down bad. It's up to y'all 2 lawyers to get
for
Durk out
real,
of
though.
this jam. This shit just got real. I believe Durk a changed man. I ain't say he innocent or guilty. So let me.
Now I'll say this, right? He literally has the best lawyers money can buy. With the fucking the YSL case with Thug, I don't think anybody expected Thug to walk away with all the probation that he got and just get released. That was insane. I didn't even know that was an option.
Years.
With this Fed case, I don't think that is an option. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it either comes down to he beats the case entirely and walks free, or he gets hit with a life sentence.
There's only 2 ways it's going.
One or the other. I don't think there's any in between in this situation.
I don't see
Notorious
it
Reese, I see you, bro. I appreciate you. I don't think there's any in between.
Me neither.
And if they are able to beat this case, if Durk is found not guilty, not saying that they won't try to come with another indictment or some crazy shit in the future, but if he beats this fucking case, it's making history. Durk is going to be praised as one of the biggest gangster rappers to ever live. The case is going to go down in history. Movie scripts, 50 Cent is going to be fucking buying the rights to everybody's life story. OTF, Jam, everybody. 50's going to jump on that shit first. He's going to start putting the script together and everything. And it'll be fucking insane. If he loses, Durk's gone. And within, a year to 2 years, hip hop is gonna move on. And unfortunately, it is what it is. And the amount of money that he's gonna spend on this case, if he loses, it's hard to imagine what would be left over to put together for an appeal. And even then, appeals can take 15 years, 20 years. This isn't something that happens in 2-3 years time. So it's really rolling the dice. It's either going to go great, it's going to go horrible. But I'm going to keep y'all updated.
Man, Durk, bro. Free Durk. Free Smirky, free Perky, OTF Jam Jelly. You a fucked up ass individual. If you snitching, if you telling or whatever the fuck, you feel what I'm saying? I don't like it, but whatever you doing is whatever you doing. Y'all stay y'all. Don't do what Lil Durk allegedly did. Stay on y'all grind, stay on y'all hustle, keep going, bro and sis. It's T, motherfucking J. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Do see.